Hey guys, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Jada King Hefner, back again doing 2 live streams in a day. Boy, I'm making myself looking like a bit of a liar here. I said I was going to be doing maybe a stream about the Twitter vibe every couple of days, and here I am doing 2 streams in a day. I did my main stream earlier today where I was covering all bases. And I wasn't planning on coming back unless something significant happened, and lo and damn well, behold, something significant happened. So let's jump right to it really quickly, man. Let me share this screen with you guys right quick. Go take a look at the map, man. I gotta talk about it. I can't even let it slide. It's so crazy. Make sure I'm looking right. Okay, bang. There we go. I noticed I looked at the last live stream and I kept sort of messing it up there. But either way, man. So what happened since I left? I broke everything down, my projections, all of that. Let's just go over the very basics really, really quick. Of course, this guy Victor Bosoni is winning. I think he started off in Max Inn this morning as we spent the night at. And I projected him to possibly get way down the damn well warm sutter, a wham sutter, so to speak. I don't know how far he's going to get, but I know damn well one thing: he's going to stay in the lead. It's something to watch. That's not breaking news. My girl Megan Hakkinen, I love this woman. Means a lot to me. I say it every time. She's a good person, good racer. Uh, don't get it wrong. I haven't been knowing her for years or anything, but she just showed me some kindness. Being a pro racer, she doesn't have to, so just means a lot to me, and I already admired her work. So to see her getting ready to break records, that's great. But that's not breaking news. The only good thing about Megan is, and I might talk about this at another time. The one amazing thing about Megan is she ain't threatening Victor Bosoni, but this David Sean, who's been super consistent, Angus Young, who I found out why he tailed back because he was in second place. I found out he got sick. Uh, uh, Xavier Chiriboga, like I said, he's been dealing with some body issues, and there go Miko Kanu. He's been super consistent as well. I think he even sick a little bit. But Megan Hacken is on all their butts, and let me tell you, forget the women's race. If any of these guys slip up, Megan could do something that is unbelievable, and that is she could potentially get on the podium for the whole Tour de Vie race, which that has never been done by a woman. Not only that, look at this. This is Mike Hall's record right here of what's that? 13 days, 22 hours, 51 minutes. She is right on Mike Hall's record. If she was to somehow break Mike Hall's record, which was the old record here for the Tour de Vie, man, I would be tripping because that's something that Leah Wilcox always wanted to do. She actually wanted to win the outright race. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't just about Mike Hall's record, but at the time, it was Mike Hall's record that she was looking to beat as well. So if Megan was to beat Mike Hall's record and somehow get a podium finish, although it wouldn't be an overall number one finish, you could look at that as being the number one greatest feat in Tour de Vie history, or race history. But nevertheless, that's not breaking news. Let's take away everybody off this board. This is going to be a short stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about the women. I told you guys, I love the women. After being out there on the course with them, they are super strong, super powerful. They're a measure of resilience. I think they're one of the best female athletes in the world. They might get grimy, dirty, filthy, but damn it, they move with such grace. If you're a cycling fan, if you like to cycle, and if you're into women, man, it'll be hard not to fall in love with a female cyclist. But with all that said, Megan is far and beyond any of the rest of the crowd. So let's stop talking about her. Here's the breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. A girl who I have, another girl who I have an affection for, but I do not know personally. I only met her and her passing me when I raced the Tour Divide in 2024 is Alyssa Secreto. She was not threatening for the podium, but she had a good finish back then. I've talked about her before on my last videos. She has been able to do some racing since the Tour Divide. Somebody like me, I've just been riding my bike and not been able to do races, so to speak, not invested in it. I've been just trying to save money. So she's one of the people who has done some races since her time in the Tour Divide. And she's won a significant one. I can't think of which one it was, but she won a race, I think, shortly before coming to the Tour Divide. So she actually got a little experience. But for her to come into this race and be number 2 right now is amazing. But I have to talk about why I'm a bit happy and sad. As much as I'm happy for Alyssa, I'm so sad for this beautiful lady, Karen Pocock, who was the number 2 lady. It hurts my heart to see what has happened to her. If you zoom in here, she's at the Llama Ranch, or yeah, look like she might be actually leaving. I hope so. But she was stationed at the Llama Ranch showing 0.0, meaning she wasn't moving. Maybe she's getting ready to leave. Let me do an update here. I don't know if she's going to leave or stay, but she was talking about being hurt, and I'm going to share with you what she said on Instagram. This is the breaking news that's breaking my heart, although I'm so damn well happy for I'm so happy for Alyssa Secreto to be in second position, which I'm going to remember to say something about her afterwards. Hold on. Okay. Let me share another screen with you guys. So this is my girl, Karen Pocock, man. I'm sad about old Pocock. But look what she says. Let me see. She says, I'm pulling out of racing today after going back and forth with my niece since the start. So she's been in second place the whole race with a knee issue. She said, pushing the left knee just isn't in the cards right now. So I'm going to take a big rest in Helena and continue touring this beautiful route if the joint allows. It's a huge blow. I know her heart is hurt. I think she podium finished last year, though. I think she got 3rd place. She said, but also, it's not unexpected after having knee issues crop up a few weeks before the grand depart. Boy, you talking about somebody that's so sad for Karen Pocock. Beautiful lady, as you can see. Tremendous racer. She was doing great. And, you know, I'm sort of sick about I'm sick about not being able to participate. Although I believe in God's plan, I'm staying happy, and anything happen in your life, you do the same. But I was just really thirsty to be out there with everybody this year. And after looking at the group of people, it's such a rich field of newcomers. I think I would have felt right at home with this group. Although both Sony and Megan Hakkinen are having record runs, and sort of the front end of the line is right behind all-time greats as far as their pace. I think it's a great year for, you know, a lot of rookies, you know. And although I wouldn't have been a rookie, I have never completed the race. So I just think it's a great year for unknown people to make their mark, because it's not a lot of heavyweights out there. Like Megan Hakkinen, she was fighting with Anna Yeager the year she won. There's no Leo Wilcox. Natalie, I forgot her last name. Oh, but let me see. She's on my Instagram. Natalie Ballon, the French lady who won last year. She's not out there. So it was really Megan Hakkinen and really a toss-up for who was going to come in second and third. But still, I had no idea Alyssa was gonna pop up and end up taking that particular position, right? So I finally remember how to stop sharing. Uh, but let me show you this though. I'm gonna go back to the map for 2 seconds, and I'm gonna remind me I gotta share something about Alyssa before I leave. But I'm gonna go back to the map. So I'm gonna do a little replay here, right? Just so you can see. It's not doing it. Maybe it won't do it since I'm oh, I know what's wrong. Will it show it now? Nope, it's not showing. Okay, I got everybody here. Now let's see if it'll work. Nah. Well, I'm trying to do a. Oh, okay. It will work. I just wasn't doing it right. Nah, it's not. Not. It's not doing what I wanted to do. So, okay. To prevent this from being too long, let me reset this. I'm not going to worry about the replay. I was trying to show you something that I saw earlier, and when I don't have it on stream, it works. But I was trying to replay all of the action here so you could see something. But earlier, when I was looking at the map and I saw Karen Pocock, where's she at? She shouldn't be too far. I'm just messing this stream all the way up. Now I am, of course. Is it here? Okay, right here. She should be right here. Oh, no. She should be. Let's see. Now, this should be it. There she go. Man. Finally found this woman. Okay. She was at the Llama Ranch like she is right now. And she was still ahead of Alyssa Secreto and who's in third place? It's not Tanya. And Torin Lackman. She was ahead of both of them. So man, I'm sitting up here looking at KP, and I'm like, I wonder what's wrong. You know, I'm wondering if she gonna move, you know? And then I seen on Instagram she dropped that post. And you know, I continually saw Alyssa Secreto catching up with her. Before you know it, her and Alyssa Secreto was at the Llama Ranch, and Alyssa Secreto didn't move for a nice little minute. I'm sure she probably was getting a sandwich from John and Barbara, because they're great hosts at the Llama Ranch. She's probably getting a sandwich and talking to damn, I can't even think of the girl's name. Karen Pocock, yeah. And Karen Pocock was probably telling her about the injury and about how she was going to have to go to touring mode. And I guess at some point, Alyssa was like, okay, I'm gone. And I know Alyssa was sad, but some part of her got to be like, man, if I just hang strong, I can get the #2 finish, even though I know she feels bad for Karen. But man, for me to see Karen lose her spot in real time like that, I was like, this is breaking news, man. Karen got to pull out. And you know, I really still didn't think she was gonna be hurt enough to see Torin Lackman pass her, and now even Tanya Hacker pass her. Man, this is major, you know, because what's funny is I took a bit of a debilitating injury, and I had to rest at the Llama Ranch, not the same day because they way faster than I'm going. I went, but I had to take a rest, and I will say this: that one night at the Llama Ranch made me feel so damn good. You know, until I crashed my bike, I felt like, well, other than my hands being numb and my feet being numb for weeks, I felt like I could have finished the race, thanks to the Llama Ranch. So just to see a person who was in second place, not too well, she was about 100 miles behind Megan at one point. For her to pull out, man, it's heartbreaking, but I think it's breaking news and worth reporting on. And she also said that cropped up 3 weeks prior to the race, and I got hurt in February, praying that I would heal up in time. But and I'm getting better every day. For anybody who's curious from my injuries, I'm definitely getting better. But I was holding out to the very last second, and I kept thinking in my mind, was like, damn, Jay, even if I get 100%, like a few days before the divide, I'm not going to feel comfortable because I haven't put anything to the test, my body, you know. And as far as she's concerned, with just 3 weeks to the divide, you know, man, it's hard to resist going. So she probably was just praying that, you know, it wouldn't crop up and get her like that. But when you're a competitive woman like she is, you know, it was just bound to come back and bite her. But before I get out of here, I just want to say that about KP. My heart goes out to her. I do want to say something about this Alyssa Secretary lady. I'm wishing her well, hoping she holds on to that second spot. But I have an actual update I want to share about her, man. It's a trip, actually. This ain't to knock her in any way. It's really just I just, when I heard her say this, I just had to comment on it. So I'm gonna talk about that right quick, and I'm gonna get out of it.
It's a really pretty morning.
Hold on. Let me fix everything up. Okay, like I say, I actually love this woman here. She's somebody I met on. I didn't meet her. She smoked me on. She said hey to me, but it wasn't an official meet. But she smoked me on the 2024 Tour Divide, and she finished. Badass, hell of a woman, right? Many of you probably have heard me say the beautiful Alyssa. And some of you might be looking at her face, looking a little dirty and scruffy, and like, man, she ain't that beautiful. Well, just let you know, I've never been that much of a face guy. Not saying she looks bad, but I've always just judged a woman on the totality of her being. I'm more of a physical being type guy, like a woman's body, and I just, honestly, from just seeing a glimpse of her, she just built the right way, and she's not ugly by any means to me. So I think she's a great woman. I love her spirit. So it's a lot to like here, right? And I know you women who may be watching may be saying typical man, but I have to comment on that. I think that's one of the things that draws me to women's sport is not only seeing their feats, but also seeing the beauty encapsulated in these amazing athletes. So, and another thing I want to say that I have been not saying a lot is, forget it, I'll get to that later. But I was happy that she dropped a little bit of a hello to everybody by dropping this video, right? And I want you to hear what she's going to say.
I slept really good. All these boys come up and they want to know, how far are you going today? How far are you going today? It's like, what's my name? First, did I sleep long enough to have dreams? Did you smell the trees this morning? How far are you going? I don't know you. Get out of here.
Hold on. So,
it's a really pretty morning.
So, let me. I tell you what, I stopped sharing for a second. I just want to get my thoughts on that. First of all, good to see her. This was before she actually took the number 2 spot when she posted that. It was actually earlier today, and I actually forgot to post that video during my earlier update. But I want to say this before I get out of here on what she said. Tour de Divide is a long race, man. And it was only, I think, 20 or so women that's racing this year. And I say this first of all, out of it being like 200 men, man, we got to get it up. Ladies out there, we got to get that number up to 60, 70, 80 women. You know, I would love to see that. That would really increase the comfort level of the women on the divide, you know. Because she was sort of coming at it from an angle of, to me, like, men are coming up, you know. She almost was sort of insinuating that they're sort of trying to hit on her a little bit, right? She's like, man, you don't know me, get out of here. But, man, it's not really like that on the divide, man. I can't speak for everybody's intentions, but, you know, you talking to just with all gloves off. I'm a freaky guy here. I'm going to be honest with you, not to bring you too far in, but, hey, I love women and all this idea of flirting and stuff as much as anybody, right? But, man, you out on the divide, you looking to survive, right? And I promise you, sometimes you get secluded out there and you by yourself, isolated, and you're just happy to see anybody. And it's a common thing that I asked plenty of guys that I saw out there, hey, man, where you headed to tonight? You know, how far you think you getting in today? It's just you know, it's just one of those benign conversation starters. And you ain't even really trying to say a conversation. It is almost like saying hello, so to speak. But I will say this. It's a bit heightened when you see a woman if you're a man, because guess what? You ain't seeing women out there. That's why I wish it was more women out there, but you ain't seeing women out there. So it's not that you're even trying to come on to the woman, but yeah, I think you're going to get a little bit more excited, like a dog would see a female dog out in the street. You are going to wag your tail a little bit more than you normally would, because like, oh, it's an excellent woman here. You know, hey, how far are you going? But it's not meant to offend. And I think she was saying something about like, hey, I'd rather you ask me my name, how the trees looking, or this. You don't know me. Don't ask me how far I'm going. And I think it's also a safety issue. She probably like, hey, man, don't try to find out where I'm camping at. And, you know, it's much more. I'm not getting down on her throat. I love her from just afar. I love what she does, how she does it, what she's been through. I'm just saying that to all the ladies out there, you know, keep your guards up. I ain't saying don't keep your guards up, but especially out on the trail, don't think men are just trying to. Every man is trying to come on to you, so to speak. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a moment where a woman could have thought that about me, even though I did do a little bit of flirting, but it was all in fun. Because here's the deal. I think me as a man, we all know that a woman is out there on this trail. And once again, when it's only 20, 25 women, that's nothing in the field of 200 men. So you don't want to get too frisky as far as what you're saying to a woman, because you don't want nobody to feel threatened out there in the middle of nowhere. But if you run across somebody, y'all get to talking and, you know, you develop a little comfort or whatever. If you say a little slick something and without any intent, you know how to say stuff, you can probably get away with it. But you got to be careful. So make a long story short, it was this girl I was talking to out on the trail, and she actually got a YouTube channel herself. Her name Kyria. Actually, I tell the story. We was on the Tour Divide going towards Richmond Peak, and man, it was one morning. It was me, her, and my guy named who was it? It was a guy named Peter. Yeah, but it was on me and Kyria for a second. And Kyria, it started getting hot. And Kyria had like an extra little jacket on. Man, and Kyria is, you know, you might look at her on her channel and she might not, you might not think she's like strikingly beautiful, but like I told you, it's the total package. She's very in shape. She's a bit older, but she's very in shape, and she's not a bad looking lady at all. And man, I promise you, I love cycling women anyway. So she's a beautiful girl, man. So man, we out there riding, and I'm gonna get out of here because the breaking news is over. But I gotta tell you this story. We riding, and Kyria is like, man, it's getting hot. I'm like, cool. I ain't think nothing of it when she said that, man. And she was a bit ahead of me, Man, she stopped that damn bike and started peeling off her jacket, and I can't lie, it was a lot of skin showing. I think she had like just, it was almost like a sports bra or something. Man, my damn eyes damn near popped out of my head. And I said, damn, Kyria. I said, man, what you trying to do, man? You gonna kill me out here? She like, what? I said, hell, man, you gonna make me run off the damn side of a mountain or some stuff. You know what I'm saying? She laughed and tripped off of it. She caught back up with me and stuff. And I think I said something else, other joke about it or something. Nothing major though. But make a long story short, we was joking and we went about our day, had a little fun before she eventually let her and Peter eventually left me. I never saw them again. But make a long story short, when you know how to joke, you can get away with a little things, you know, with a woman, you know, out in the middle of nowhere. But you got to know how to do it, and you got to know how to come out non-threatening. But with all that said, I don't think that what people were saying to her, she had anything to be worried about. It's just guys just making conversation on the trail. Same question they'll ask me, you know. But glad she does have a guard up. Last thing I'm going to say is everything just changed, man. It's a new world out there as far as the women's race. Megan got it. It's over. God forbid her getting hurt. Alyssa, it's going to be a fight for second place. I don't think that girl is going to let her stay ahead like that. I'm one more look and I'm out of here. But go to the women. I think that, I mean, the list has been ahead of her the whole race anyway. Don't get me wrong. Why is my thing not showing? Oh, hold on. Let me switch my thing. Oh, hold on. Do I got it on the? Yeah, I got it on the right thing. Let me see. I'm just gonna refresh that because it was acting a bit crazy. Now it should work. So it's 25 women out there. Okay. So Alyssa, she's at 626.6 miles right now, headed towards Helena, and Torin Lackman is at 612. So she got a considerable lead on Torin Lackman, but like I say, a good sleep or anything could change that, getting stuck in the mud. And now, like I say, it's a 3-horse race for that second position with Tanya Hacker coming in behind them. So something good to watch. I think for the night, it's 4:30 right now. I'm assuming Alyssa is going to try for Butte or at least Basin tonight, you know, for sure. The middle of Butte and Helena. I think she'll try for that. I don't think she'll get all the way to Butte, but she can definitely get the Basin within a good time, and she can get to Butte late or early in the morning. Though it can be done, but it's a nice trek ahead. But we'll see. She might have some new breath after finding out she's number 2. So either way, I didn't want this to be a full show, so I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Hope you had a good time. Good luck to the ladies. God bless Karen Pocock. Hopefully she recovers. I'm out of here, man. I wasn't expecting to do 2 damn shows in one day, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what the hell you gotta do. I'm out of here. Have a good one.